Today's sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Rams and the Dallas Cowboys. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there.
7 at the Cowboys' 32-yard line.
That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing a ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey?
Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here. A safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away, because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, it totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Now Burrow on first down. This one complete to Scott Miller. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Scotty Miller with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Rams add on to their lead. And he's able to put it through.
The score, Rams 9, Cowboys nothing. Brett Maher is set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Maher to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
The ball carrier.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Being chased out left. Now he'll let it go deep left side. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 19.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Big DeMarcus Lawrence getting in there and bringing him to the ground.
It's second down.
Now the first carry for Cam Akers. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
Well, it looks like they caught him off guard on second and very long by running the football. Right? We always talk about tendency breakers and counters and doing things opposite the grain, and that works very well for him. Picked up really nice yardage, but they still have a lot of work to do on third down.
Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A full 40 yards that time on third down as the chains move with a lot of room to spare. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for first and 10. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. That's going to be caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams.
Touchdown, L.A.
Christian Kirk, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Rams add on to their lead. And that will make this a 16-point lead.
Makes the score Rams 16. Cowboys nothing.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They're already looking up at a 16-0 deficit. Still plenty of time to go, first quarter. But work to be done as they come up first and 10. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And now past another. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
They talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
I got you. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
Back to throw now on first down. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The 2 big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 16-0, that's the score after 1 on EA Sports. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
On second down, it's Pollard. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
3rd and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by John Johnson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 20-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
And now they're just looking to add to that total. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says
that he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
This one fielded at the 5. And he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Flag down. This could set him back. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position. Not at all when you tack on the penalty. But that field position after the return wasn't terrific. So now it's a great starting field position as well. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line.
He's taken down at the...
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st. Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest. You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down? Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too. This time, Burrow will look to throw. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Flush to his right. Stepping up, he'll try and run. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
But there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Going for the deep ball. And it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make...
And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Buda Baker with a pick. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He'll throw complete to Cam Akers. And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. It'll be a pickup of just 2. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
3rd down.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. First down. Here's Burrow. He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up
throwing again. It's Burrow. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. Burrow gets this one quickly out wide. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
And the Rams first down.
And Burrow going to throw again. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. They'll run out of the gun with Akers. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. And able to find Kirk complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow escaping the pressure right. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
3rd down.
To the air again, Burrow. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. That one goes for 8 yards. Again, it's Burrow. He'll buy some time right. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Marr able to put this one through. So we've reached halftime here on New Year's Eve. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down. Flushed out right. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? They'll run on 1st down with Akers. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On second down, here's Burrow. Now Burrow loses the football. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Now Joe Burrow on third and long. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So from Cowboy territory now, here's first and 10 at the 34. On first down, Akers. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11. Second and 11 now.
34-yard line.
Burrow looking to pass. Blitz coming, and down he goes. DeMarcus Lawrence able to record his 5th sack of the season. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays.
3rd and long.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And that is incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Brett Maher on for the field goal. A 58-yard attempt.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it.
22.
So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Cowboys. Jerry Jeudy, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Cowboys cut into that lead. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation. Knowing when it exists to go to it, they did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
This thrown quickly out to Cooper. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 34. That's how you draw up the run-pass option right there. You get a chunk play out of it.
And you know quarterbacks love to throw the RPOs because oftentimes they're in-breaking routes, but receivers love it even more. The ball gets to them quickly, allows them to put some moves on in the secondary.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. The 20. They'll find Miller. That's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Another first down there as this one goes for 25. So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And the Rams are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll look to run with Akers. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Cam Akers, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. And the lead is up to 15 now.
Makes the score Rams 29. Cowboys 14.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. John Johnson with the INT. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
49-yard line.
Now Burrow on 1st down. Now a short one to Gesicki. 7 yards, the pick up there.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
9 yards the pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Gain of 9 yards. 1st down, Rams.
1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. But we'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
45 to Mike. 45 to Mike.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
He was tackled at the 27.
And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
Gain on the play.
And that's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, short tackle.
And he is going to have a Rams 1st down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. On 2nd down, Burrow. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
On 3rd down, Burrow. And that will be incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
The kick by Marr is good. And that will make this now an 18-point ball game. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
Charles, this one, not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot. It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Flush to his right. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards, a first down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Now flags fly in, and one of the Cowboys looked like he got going a little early. A false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on 2nd down.
57.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
That's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 3.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Now a desperation throw, deep depth, and this is caught inside the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Jerry Jeudy. His second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the hands team for the Rams able to secure the football. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Here's a run with Akers on second down. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. From midfield now, Burrow. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. Taken in at the 22. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game? And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
Watch a slant, watch a slant, watch a slant.
The Rams go victory formation as they take the knee. So the L.A. Rams with a victory here, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Rams, they will indeed finish over 500 at 9-7. And that is maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but a better than average season nonetheless. Meanwhile, for Dallas, we'll have to see what happens as they're going to finish the year 10-6. And they'll get their shot at playoff football as they'll be on the road next week as a wild card. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew,